what was it, 75 degrees today?
Yeah, I went out to upper part of Lake Maumelle with Rusty Pruitt this afternoon. Just got off the water. White bass are starting to run up there. We caught 5 and one nice little Kentucky bass and missed about 4 extras. So it's going on.
Were you bundled up or no?
No.
Were you dressed just like that?
Just like this.
You are an Eskimo.
You got to be kidding me. It's springtime out there.
I know I'm much older than you. I just totally understand that. I can't get over geese just flew over the building.
Well,
is that a good omen? Is that why you caught fish today?
Did you notice when they went over that they were in a V?
For victory, Arkansas State's trying to win up here tonight.
Yeah, well, did you notice that one side of the V was longer than the other one?
I did notice that.
Yeah, because you know why that is?
They just switch spots.
Well, there's more geese in the longer side.
Oh wow, what a start to the show! Is our guest on the line there, Damon? Yes. All right, I'll let you do the introduction.
All right, this is walleye fishing time. I had a couple of features in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette about the jet boat trips that we do on the upper Ouachita River. Well, that's not the only place they catch walleye. You know, Greer's Ferry held the world record for the longest time, and they also have a great walleye fishery on the Beaver Tailwater between Beaver Dam and Table Rock Lake. And we have a gentleman on with us. Our guest tonight is Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service, and he fishes those waters up there. And welcome, Austin, to Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are y'all?
Well, we're doing pretty well, but judging by the pictures that I've seen of you and some of the videos I've seen, I don't think I'm doing as well as you.
Well, maybe we can clear some things up during this conversation to help you out a little bit.
All right. Well, tell us, up here in this part of the state, walleyes make a spawning run up into the tributaries of the big lakes, DeGray and Ouachita and, some of the others. What do they do up there where you are?
So it's pretty much the same thing. There's 3 systems around us that these walleye will come up and spawn in, and it's the Beaver Tailwaters, the Kings River, and the James River. And usually we start seeing some activity around mid-January, but it's all based around water temperatures and flow rates as well. Our particular system, the Beaver Tailwaters, it's obviously controlled by the Corps of Engineers, so it's pretty critical that we have that water flowing during this time of year or during the spawn run in order for those fish to actually push their way up and complete that spawn.
Yeah, there's a lot of shoals when the generator's not running there. The Beaver Tailwater down to just above Beaver Town, there's a lot of shoals and a lot of rocky things that they've got to get through if there's no water flowing over it.
Yeah, that's correct. But once again, the walleye, the eggs themselves, they need that flowing water to help oxygenate them and to keep the sediment from forming on top of them, or they just turn around dying. And just case in point, last year, they were ticking along. We started catching in January and February. February was super hot fishing, and then around March 1st, the Corps had to shut down the both generators for maintenance, and that completely shut them off. Those fish retreated back to Table Rock Lake, and the females absorbed their eggs. in the morning or in the evening. And we're going to be real hard pressed to get folks, get folks out at 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. But as long as you're presenting your bait to them correct, or your soft plastics or your jerk baits or whatever, you can most certainly have success. Straight up 12 noon.
Well, that's interesting, really neat tailwater, the beaver there. It's, coming on as a trout fishery too. And that's one of the things, I guess, that makes that so good for the big walleye is they get up there and they've got those trout to eat.
Well, you do get a kind of an indication that, the walleye starting to move up, because especially if you're a trout fisherman, you start catching some trout with some bite marks in them. Now, I personally, since I've been guiding on this river, I have not caught a walleye, and I've caught some pretty big walleye. I have not caught a walleye that, had a trout, in its stomach. Mostly they're going to be feeding on stuff like the common bait fish, sculpin. I've found a lot of sculpin in a walleye's stomach whenever we go to clean them for clients.
Austin, we're going to take a little commercial break here, and we will be right back. Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We're visiting with Austin Kennedy, Walleye Guide, North Arkansas.
The name says it all, and you'll find Honda's best models at Honda of North Little Rock, as they're your one-stop destination for quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. If you have a passion for adventure, head on over to Honda of North Little Rock, as they cater to both thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising the roads, or exploring rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because our Kansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Winter's kicked off at Gwatney Buick GMC's Snows Out Closeout. Right now, get your choice of 24 Canyon or 25 Enclave with $5,000 melted off the MSRP. 2025 Turbo Max Sierra and 2024 Terrain are frozen at 0.9%. Get your snow boots on because these savings are deep. Get a flurry of discounts on new Yukon, up to $5,000 off MSRP. Brand new Hummers with MSRPs thawed down by $10,000. Hummer EVs at 0% for 60 months. 24 or 25 Encore GX preferred at 0.9. Call 501-945-4444. If you need help with a down payment, we're matching your tax return up to $1,000. Gwatney Buick GMC, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. It's Gwatney Buick GMC's Snows Out Closeout. No weather's going to stop this sale. All offers with approved credit. 30259, 30318, 31026, 30763.
When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make W's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest W's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, W's has them. Want more than a snack? Many W's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. Double B's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
I'm here with Laura Beth from Kaufman by Design West. Kaufman has over 7,000 square feet of beautiful new home decor pieces and design specialists on staff. See, that would be important for somebody like me who is design challenged.
Yeah, we have design specialists on staff and everything you need from lighting to flooring, designer hardware, and more.
And gift cards are available too. Check them out now. Kaufman by Design West, out west past Taylor Loop, 14900 Cantrell Road.
Or visit us online at kaufmanlumber.com.
The name says it all, and you'll find Honda's best models at Honda of North Little Rock, as they're your one-stop destination for quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. If you have a passion for adventure, head on over to Honda of North Little Rock, as they cater to both thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising the roads, or exploring rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. Welcome back to Rick Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors, coming to you live from our Honda of North Little Rock studios on a beautiful Monday evening. Visiting with Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service. We're talking about walleye fishing on Beaver Lake tailwaters. I have never eaten walleye. I hear it's off the charts. Right next door to us is Brave New Restaurant, and I hear they make a magnificent walleye.
They do. They make a great, I think it's a baked walleye. It's been a while since I've had it, but it's really, really good. And getting one out of a clear Arkansas stream, and that's the only place you're going to find them, is unreal. You know, the meat is very sweet and firm and very tasty. It's just really good. How would you describe it, Austin?
Honestly, what I tell my clients, if they like eating crappie, walleye is 100 times better.
Oh my goodness!
You said, oh, absolutely. And Mr. Ray, my jaw hit the floor whenever I heard you say you've never eaten a walleye. I was like, oh my gosh, we got to help this guy.
His co-host doesn't share.
Brian knows I need lots of help.
We got to fix that. But like you said, it's real sweet, white, flaky meat. It goes any way you prepare it. It's just phenomenal. And well, not just my opinion, but a lot of other people's opinions.
I would take it baked and crusted with Parmesan, with a cream sauce, with some pecan sprinkled over it, and a little bit of lemon squeezed, and maybe if you were really feeling sinful, bacon wrapped.
Okay, you get us some walleye and you cook it and I'll eat it.
I got some in the freezer. We can do that.
How about that? He's been holding out on me, Austin.
I might know a guy who has some, so whenever you're ready to cook, just let me know.
All right. So first, before we go any further, tell people how to get in touch with you and tell us a little bit about your business. All
right. So you can get in contact with us several different ways. Obviously a quick Google search of the guide service will bring up tons of information on how to get in contact with. But our website's www.bushmountainfishingguide.net. And we're also on Facebook under Bush Mountain Fishing Guide Service. And we're listed, like I said, we're listed on Google, so a quick Google search would get you to the phone number and emails and all that. I'm originally from Texas. I'm a transplant, to Arkansas. I've been up here for about 13 years now. When I first moved up here, I couldn't catch fish to save my life. I was a bay fisherman, from Texas. Never caught a rainbow trout and never even heard of a walleye. But I was able to figure it out, and it turns out I'm pretty darn good at it. And about 13 years ago, I decided to start a fishing guide service, and it's kind of just morphed into what it is today. I have a real passion for outdoors, especially fishing. We started off with one boat. Now we operate 4 boats out here on the White River. I've been really blessed, and I'm really happy with how things turned out for us.
When I spent 4 years at a newspaper up in Springdale, and in 1990, might have been 89, they opened the floodgates on Beaver Lake during a big rise for the first time since the lake was completed in 1967, and that was like a big deal. And now how many times do they open them now? So
they're only going to open up. So I was the fire chief out here for several years, and of course we had meetings with the Army Corps of Engineers, and they always said, they'll never open up floodgates or release water in anticipation of any rain that we may get from the watershed, into Beaver Lake. So it really all depends. If we get significant amount of rainfall, they will open up the floodgate. The last time they opened up the floodgate, they were actually trying to get the Beaver Lake down to its pool level. So it's not very often for the gates. Now, hydro generation, that's a little bit different. They do put out a schedule that's on the Army Corps of Engineer app. I always tell folks that schedule is just a suggestion. They're going to flow water anytime they need power. So, it might show that they're not flowing, and then you're out there fishing, and all of a sudden it's flowing. I will tell you from experience, I want that water flowing when it comes to walleye fishing.
So what I was going to ask you, how many generators do you like flowing for optimum fishing?
Really, it can be. We had one for the longest time. From what I understand, there's two online now. It's about the rate. So if they're flowing like 1,800 cubic feet per second or less, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Now, obviously, if for whatever reason they have to open up the floodgate, depending on how far they open it up, that water just starts moving a little bit too fast. However, you can actually go fish from the bank below the dam, and there's a real big eddy out like a kind of like a swing dam effect. Mm-hmm. There's a real big eddy that you can actually fish for those walleye when they have those floodgates open just below the dam. But as far as being in a boat, sometimes that water can get just a little too fast in order for you to be able to get your bait to the bottom and actually give off a good presentation for that fish.
Yeah, we're going to take another break here in just a minute. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about how you fish for them on the tailwater, what conditions you look for, the kind of lures you use, the presentation, the color, all of that stuff. Walleye is a big growing thing here. More and more people are after them, but there's not a lot. There's a big learning curve. Let's put it that way. So,
Yep.
We're going to take us a break here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors, and we'll be right back with...
You paused, but you knew it was coming.
Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service.
All right, back in a moment. When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you tired of that old, outdated bathtub? Replace it with a beautiful, modern, easy-access walk-in shower from Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover is Central Arkansas's trusted local source for custom bathing solutions installed in as little as 1 day. Backed with a lifetime warranty, featuring our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall systems. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH during our triple saving sale. You'll save 3 ways. First, save $1,000 on a new bathtub or shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest and no payment financing. Senior and military discounts. Third, purchase a new bath or shower and receive a $200 Target gift card plus a bonus. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH. Bath Makeover of Arkansas proudly serves the full state of Arkansas, offering custom bathing solutions such as bathtubs, showers, and walk-in bathtubs. In addition to a lifetime product warranty and 5-year workmanship warranty, Bath Makeover also offers a price lock guarantee, meaning once you receive a free design consultation, your price is locked in no matter what. Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now at 1-800-NEW-BATH during our triple saving sale. You'll save 3 ways. First, save $1,000 on a new bathtub or shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest and no payment financing, senior and military discounts. Third, purchase a new bath or shower and receive a $200 Target gift card plus a bonus. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH right now for a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
This is Anthony Lucas, here to tell you about my favorite spot in Little Rock, Corky's. Sure, Corky's may look all ribs and barbecue on the outside, but did you know Corky's was also nominated for Central Arkansas's best catfish? And don't get me started on their chicken, shrimp, and nachos.
Those Big Joe burgers, Anthony.
Big Joe, when did you get here?
You really stealing my thunder, Anthony. Corky's is my place.
No way you love Corky's like me, Joe.
Talk to me when you have your own menu item, Lucas.
Corky's ribs and barbecue.
The name says it all, and you'll find Honda's best models at Honda of North Little Rock, as they're your one-stop destination for quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. If you have a passion for adventure, head on over to Honda of North Little Rock, as they cater to both thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising the roads, or exploring rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. Time now to visit with Neil Atkinson with Cirrus Casino Resort down in Pine Bluff. Neil, how are you?
I'm doing great, and I have to say, your guest is right about that walleye. You do not know what you're missing out on, Ray. I thought I couldn't say anything was better than crappie growing up, and I went up north one time and got to go walleye fishing up in Canada, and it has me sold. So you've got to take care of that one.
You all serve that in your restaurant?
Oh no, that's But you can get it up north. There's some places up there that fry it, and it also goes by Pickering up there too. So, but walleye is what I've always known it as.
You're one busy man right now.
Oh, absolutely. Tournament time is here. Conference tournaments. A lot of champions are getting crowned right now. Arkansas State is in a fight. They're tied at 48 with Troy. If they win tonight, they punch their ticket to the big dance next week. So. Looking for that to happen. There is live betting on that. We don't have the Arkansas-South Carolina out yet. That will probably come out tomorrow morning or at least by midday, so stay tuned for that. But if you have not signed up, what a great time to sign up for Bet Saracen. We have a welcome offer. It should populate, but go to the App Store on your phone, download it, and bet 25, and you get $125. You can use that on the hogs or anything else you want to use later on in the week. So right now is a great time.
Run that by me again.
Just download the app and hit register. If you are a new customer, make sure you have the welcome code in there. If you bet a $25 bet, and once it settles, you'll get another $125 worth of free play put in your account in $25 increments that you can bet and use over the next week with tournament time.
Wow. That's the best deal I've heard in a good while.
Yes, it is. And existing players, just make sure you check the promo page, opt in to the Goat of the Week and the Parlay Club. There's a lot of free money for you there, too.
Neil, appreciate you very much. Thank you.
All right.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors, and we are visiting with Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service. And we're talking all things walleye fishing this time of year. And, the main thing is, how do you do it? What's your approach, your presentation? What kind of lures do you like? Live bait, artificials? How does it go?
So obviously, we're fishing pretty clear water. So color selection is a big deal. So in our type of water, we want to go for more natural colors like your brown, green, and your perch patterns are typically pretty good. Weather conditions and light conditions also affect it as well. So those things have to be, the colors have to be just right. There was a time that I used to carry red fingernail polish in my toolbox, and I'd have my favorite different hard bait, that I'd throw for walleye. And sometimes, once I worked through those baits, I would put a little bit of red, and I wouldn't get any hits. I put a little bit of that red fingernail polish on the bottom of that bait, and just that color change was enough to spark that bite. White is a real versatile color that works real well in clear water and even stained. But the yellows, the oranges are like my go-to choices for many reasons, but more so because walleyes see those colors best based upon their vision spectrum. And then, of course, your metallics, the gold and silver jig heads, those work excellent, especially the water becomes a little stained. As far as presentation, we fish for them several different ways, but it depends on the time that you're in the spawn. So if it's pre-spawn, or there's pre-spawn, spawn, or post-spawn. So in pre-spawn, what we typically like to do is we'll actually pull crawler harnesses. And what we do is we pull those crawler harnesses to locate the pods, and then from there, they hit the different staging areas. Then we'll switch it over to jigs and either using live bait or soft plastics in those color combinations that I mentioned. We'll start jigging them out. But as the spawn progresses, we really like to stay within that jigging realm. And the different techniques, all the way from the type of rod you're using to the line you have, it's really critical because most times, more times than not, we're not looking for that, and you're not getting that active feeding strike. You're getting what we call reaction strikes. You're basically putting that thing in front of their face, and they're getting mad at it and snipping at it. We usually get the feeding type pattern post spawn, and that's when we start throwing our jerk baits like the Bass 110s. We'll use those around chunk rock. Then we'll start trolling, using different size flicker shads, and even the Rapala F7s. Those work real well too. And we're talking 4 foot of water to 8 foot of water for those F7s, and then we're trying to stay focused in that 8 to 15 foot water range when it comes to jigging and the crawler harnesses.
If you're excuse me, if you're just tuning in, we're visiting with Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service. We're talking about walleye fishing on Beaver Lake tailwaters. My question is, how many bodies of water in our state do we have walleye?
Well, they're native. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, they're native to, our White River fisheries here. We got them, in the tributaries and in Greer's Ferry, we've got them. They're all over the place. I'm not sure, our Game and Fish had a real aggressive propagation and stocking program, and I think they still do. So they put them in lakes all over the place, and it's becoming very, very popular, especially where Austin is, and Bull Shoals is a big one. Norfolk has got a great walleye fishery, and it's still rather untapped. Seem like mostly you hear about the spear fishermen down after them, which kind of galls me, but they do it.
Right.
I want to say many years ago when I was in the TV business, they had a big tournament on Greer's Ferry, and the guy caught a world's record.
Yeah, that was Al Nelson. That was back in, I think, 1980, 81. And that fish, that was a real controversial fish because the standing world record was from Old Hickory Lake in Tennessee. And there was some discrepancies found with that, and they annulled that record and handed it to Al Nelson's fish, and it held it for a long time. And then I think the Old Hickory fish might have been reinstated, or another one supplanted it. So we've got the second largest
So
one.
what is the state record?
It's, I don't know, it was, what was it, 20-something pounds or something? I don't know. It was big.
Yeah, Mr. Nelson's was 22 and 11 ounces. And I heard the same information that you did, how it, the walleye in Tennessee, and then, they kind of transferred it back. I'm only aware of the 22-pound fish that was caught out of Greer's Ferry.
So, obviously, your techniques, because one's a tailwater and a couple of them aren't, your techniques for the beaver tailwater would be quite a bit different, I would think, than for the Kings River or the James River.
No, absolutely not. No. Now, you got to remember, the Kings. We're talking about, the upper arms of these rivers. The mouths of these tributaries. Actually, a lot of those methods are applied on those systems as well. The Kings, depending on how far you get up in it does become pretty shallow. But the arm of the Roaring River, all that, those techniques are great for those areas.
I've always kind of thought that they would pile up right at the old mill on War Eagle Creek too, trying to get up there. Is that?
Yep.
Do they?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely go up, and it's the same. It's the same time of year. You're really looking for a lot of folks think that March is the actual hot time. Obviously, a lot of things depend on water temperature. These and how much light we have during the extended amount of light during the day. That's what kind of sparks these guys off. But like mid-January, that they start making that move, and War Eagle is definitely one of those areas that's a really good place to fish for walleye.
Austin, as we wrap this up very quickly, your information again.
Bush Mountain Fishing Guide Service. You can find us on Google. Just do a quick Google search. That gets you to all the information you need. Our webpage is www.bushmountainfishingguide.net, and we can be found on Facebook, Bush Mountain Fishing Guide Service.
All right, pricing for half a day, full day?
All right, so half a day walleye trip for two people is $275. It's $75 for each additional person thereafter for a total of 4 people. Now that's just on one boat. Like I said, we operate 4 boats, and we don't have an all day price, but you can purchase additional hours thereafter.
Awesome, real delight to visit with you, and we may come up and see you sometime.
Absolutely. You're definitely welcome.
All right. Appreciate you very much. Back with more
Thanks,
Ray
guys.
Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors right after this. When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make W's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest W's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, W's has them. Want more than a snack? Many W's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. W's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
Winter's kicked off at Gwatney Buick GMC's Snows Out Closeout. Right now, get your choice of 24 Canyon or 25 Enclave with $5,000 melted off the MSRP. 2025 Turbo Max Sierra and 2024 Terrain are frozen at 0.9%. Get your snow boots on because these savings are deep. Get a flurry of discounts on new Yukons, up to $5,000 off MSRP. Brand new Hummers with MSRPs thawed down by $10,000. Hummer EVs at 0% for 60 months. 24 or 25 Encore GX preferred at 0.9. Call 501-945-4444. And if you need help with a down payment, we're matching your tax return up to $1,000. Gwatney Buick GMC, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. It's Gwatney Buick GMC's Snows Out, Closeout. No weather's going to stop this sale. All offers with approved credit. 30259, 30318, 31026, 30763.
And now, your starting lineup at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. At point guard, setting up your financial future, Steve Brown. At shooting guard, your mortgage loan playmaker, the real Matt Jones. At small forward, with home equity lines of credit, Jamie Bigelow. At power forward, bringing the strength of Kasasa Free Checking, Andrea Rose. And at center, towering at the Sheridan branch, Leah House. Visit AlcoaCommunityFCU.org and join this championship squad today.
Hey Razorback fans, it's Quinn Grovey. Check out the new location of Bell & Sword in Conway. Suits, shirts, vests, also polos with Arkansas logo gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. A store within a store with Arkansas-made Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. Fantastic service with a tailor on staff to fit you perfectly. Go to the new location, Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street, Conway, or on Facebook and Instagram.
It's Justin Acree. If you're dealing with back or neck pain, the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health is here to help. Whether it's neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, or pain management, their experts have you covered with the latest technology and minimally invasive techniques. They're focused on reducing your pain, improving mobility, and getting you back to doing what you love. Call 501-686-TOSH to set up an appointment today. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
The name says it all, and you'll find Honda's best models at Honda of North Little Rock, as they're your one-stop destination for quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. If you have a passion for adventure, head on over to Honda of North Little Rock, as they cater to both thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising the roads, or exploring rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. If you didn't learn anything from our last guest about walleye fishing, you really missed out. Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors coming to you live from our Honda of North Little Rock studios. And recently, we talked about the Rocky Mountain Elk Association, and they just had a big bash.
They did. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and we've got with us Scott Burgess, who is the volunteer state chairman. And I guess that was March 22nd.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it was a really neat event. I've been to a few, and I guess the last one I went to was during COVID, and it really was struggling at that time.
Really was.
And it's come back in a big way, and y'all had a fantastic event.
Get closer to your mic there, please, sir.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, we when COVID was going on, it was definitely down. But we did a couple things this year to try to get some more enthusiasm around it. We had a booth at the Big Buck Classic for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that turn out?
It turned out really good, and I think we had about 50 more people at the banquet this year than last year. And you know, that's always helpful when you're trying to raise money for a charitable cause.
It was held at the Rusty Tractor Barn, I think it was called.
The Rusty Tractor Vineyard out there between Stagecoach and Colonel Glenn. You know, west of 530.
So it's a beautiful venue, and you got these big windows that open up to a great big vineyard in the back. Mm-hmm. A lot of light in there, but there was an atmosphere about that this last time around that I kind of thought had been missing in the past, and it was very festive and very everybody was happy. You know?
Yeah, you're right. It was. I don't know, the places you generally go to. You know, they're just walls and a ceiling. And so to have the view and have the ambiance of the place really did help. It made it seem like more of a family event, I think, this year.
So the banquet that we attended, it's your primary fundraiser for the Central Arkansas chapter.
Correct.
All right. And you all raised a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, we grossed just under $90,000 that night.
About 86.5, wasn't it?
Well, actually, it jumped up after that. It's 89,950 now. It's almost.
It was that big donation Brian made. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, 89,950. You're almost there to a paint job. But y'all had. There's some real nice inducements to if you join up. There's some really nice packages that make it worth your while.
There is. They have some sponsor packages, and there was a really nice package this year. And it sounds like a lot, but it was a $1,500 donation, level 3 they called it. And you got a Browning X-Bolt and 28 Nosler, and that's a $1,200 gun, and the sponsorship is $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to buy the gun anyways, it's only another $300 donation. And we sold a lot of them to the point where they actually ran out of those rifles, and they've replaced it now with a 6.5 PRC.
Oh, heck. That's really one that I'd be more interested in having.
Come on.
All right. You know, I'm into the 6.5s a lot, and that's a new one that I haven't delved into. I'm still kind of in the Creedmoor phase, but everything I'm reading about that PRC is like, that's the one to have.
I hear the same thing.
So there was an interesting thing. You know, there's always the highlights of these banquets are the auctions. And there was an auction in this particular one that was really noteworthy. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, we had one of our committee members pass away last year, and he ran our sponsor program at the banquet every year. And they also were donors, rather substantial donors, to the headquarters building in Missoula, Montana. But nobody knew, not even his wife knew. My wife and I went there for a 40th anniversary celebration last year, and we saw the name on the wall. And so we decided that we wanted to do something to honor him. So we bought this Winchester Model 70 and his favorite caliber, 270 Winchester short mag, and put it in the auction. And we had two bidders that were really interested in it. One of them happened to be the son-in-law of the guy that passed away, and he really wanted the gun. And somebody in the back, though, couldn't see who was bidding on the gun, and they wanted the gun too, and it turned into quite a bidding war.
So the guy that ended up getting it, his name is Jeff Neal, who's the sheriff of Bowie County, Texas, which is where Texarkana is.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a really nice story. And so he won, and then there was some dialogue back and forth. Then what happened?
Well, the auctioneer finally said when the gun got up to about $2,400, he said, "Hey, look, if you can't see, the guy up here bidding on the gun is the son-in-law of the man that passed away." So the guy in the back that was bidding stood up and said, "I'll donate $300 to buy the purchase of that gun down." And then one by one, people stood up in the room and they paid that entire gun off for the family. So
how about that? They get any better than that.
It was really cool, very emotional scene. You think about somebody as as rough and tough as the Texas sheriff was, and he was unable to talk about it at that time. He was just overcome with emotion. We ended up talking about it a few days later, but it was just a great way to cap off the night. There were a few more auctions, after that. There's an Argentina dove hunt that came right after that, but I think that everybody who was there is going to remember that moment.
They are.
Real quick, what?
I was going to. How many people here in Central Arkansas belong to your association? I know the Big Elk Festival up in Jasper and all that, but how many in Central Arkansas, roughly?
300 to 500 probably in Central Arkansas. Not everybody comes to the banquet. Some people like to help in other ways. Some people like to go on work projects. Some people just support with their annual membership.
So what kind of work projects you have?
Well,
and do you need volunteers?
Not at this time. We have to coordinate everything through the Game and Fish, but we're talking about having a fence pool, possibly up, like in the Richmond Valley, along the road there, pulling a lot of the fence line out, some project like that.
Did I read in Bugle that the Harrelsons had donated their ranch up there to Elk Foundation?
Yeah, Lick Mountain was the conservation easement, from them.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's where we did a project this year. We helped the Game and Fish Fund going in there and putting about 3 miles of fire break roads in, and I think we planted altogether about 26 acres of food plots, and then the Game and Fish did a controlled burn on most of the property. So
here That's up in the Ozarks, and people don't think about Arkansas being elk country, but we have a fairly sizable herd of them, and you can drive up to Boxley Valley a couple of times in a day where you're almost guaranteed to see them. It's a really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we got somebody in the listening audience who went, "Do what? You got elk season in Arkansas?"
It's a pretty limited one.
Yeah,
very. I think they Game and Fish, through a draw, issues about 22 permits for the public land. And then if you're a landowner, there's a different program, but there are opportunities to hunt them here. But if you're just relying on the draw, that's probably going to be, if you're lucky, a once in a lifetime, and probably not even that.
Do you hunt out of a stand like you do when you hunt deer, or no?
You got to go where the elk are, and you actually call them in kind of like a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
You call them in, and that's the time of the year they have the season is a mating season, and you can actually call a bull in just like you call a turkey in.
And so you'd think that a great big animal like an elk would have a deep bellowing, chesty roar. They have a real high, reedy, flute-like voice. It's very high pitched, and there's nothing like it.
Hey, I'm not prepared to bugle for you tonight.
No, and I can't even call a turkey with my mouth, so I can't.
I thought you were going to do that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, stage fright over here. He's not going.
All right, we're going to take a pause here. We'll talk more about the elk in Arkansas, and also looks like bad weather coming in later this week. And Damon will give us a forecast right after this. When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Hi, this is Joe Klein, former Razorback and owner of Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
And I'm Anthony Lucas, also a proud former Razorback and Corky's Barbecue regular customer.
We may represent different sports in different decades, but all generations of hogs agree.
Corky's is the only place to get the most delicious ribs and barbecue at a winning price.
So stop into Corky's now and every day for never-ending specials.
Corky's,
where the hogs come home, baby.
Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my $R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
The name says it all, and you'll find Honda's best models at Honda of North Little Rock, as they're your one-stop destination for quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. If you have a passion for adventure, head on over to Honda of North Little Rock, as they cater to both thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising the roads, or exploring rugged terrain, we'll find the perfect ride for you. Nothing matches Honda's power, reliability, and innovation. Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters, and CertaPro knows how important your home is to you. That's why they're focused on helping you bring fresh color to your home. You can trust CertaPro Painters to get the job done right, even in those hard-to-reach places. Free estimates, reliable communication, professional painting, all at the right price. And each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. They're always easy, and they get you a quote right away. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
This is Chris Roberts with Southern Bank. We want to thank those who have decided to trust us with their banking relationship. Our customers recognize that true community-style banking is more than words. It's local decisions and friendly staff you know by name. Whether it's personal checking or lending on the most complex commercial project, Southern Bank can handle your banking needs with a personal touch. So what's holding you back? To start your banking relationship, visit one of our friendly branches, call us at 501-424-0900, or visit online at bankwithsouthern.com. Member FDIC.
It's a tough time, injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
When was the last time you went exploring in Arkansas? More importantly, when was the last time you went exploring the natural state on a Honda from Honda of North Little Rock? There are hundreds of miles of trails and back roads to discover. So if you have a passion for adventure, we have just the perfect Honda for you. Our new showroom is just that, as we show off Honda's best models of ATVs, motorcycles, and side-by-sides. We'll find you the perfect ride. Stop in today at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. All right, Big Dave and Pools over here in the production booth. Well, not producer's booth, excuse me.
Yep.
Everything I understand, there may be bad weather coming.
2 rounds. First one, Wednesday night, central and southern Arkansas, scattered thunderstorms, large hail, damaging winds, and maybe an isolated tornado. We get a break Thursday and Thursday night. Then, Friday and Friday night, a cold front comes to town, bringing scattered and numerous showers and thunderstorms. Some storms with large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes possible. The big thing to remember this week is check the forecast closely, have your severe weather plan in place, and have several ways to get watches and warnings and updates, including us here in the Buzz. We'll have Channel 4 available and the alerts as they come out. So stay tuned and stay safe.
Thank you, Big D.
All right.
And we're visiting with Scott Burgess, volunteer state chairman for the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and we've got another event coming up in the state.
Yep, sure do.
You got sound effects over there. You want to?
Oh yeah, let's bugle one up real quick.
We'll see if you can hear it. Can you hear it? I'm not hearing it. Hold on a second.
I heard it a while ago. Sound like Tarzan to me.
Shoot.
Anyway, what have we got going on?
Tarzan.
You asked a serious question. I'm sorry, I messed that all up.
We have a banquet Saturday night in Mountain Home. It's our Twin Lakes chapter. It's at the Stone Creek Ranch. It's a wedding venue. And our chairperson, Donald Montgomery, has done a real nice job of putting it together. They got an African safari. They got Bobby Walker coming in. He's got Devil's Backbone knives and designs. He was actually one of the people on Forged in Fire on the History Channel, and he was there last year and donated some knives, and they went over really, really well. He's going to be back. And they've got a Spartan Shield zero-turn mower donated by Extreme Outdoors, and that's all going to happen Saturday night, at 5 p.m. And they still have seats available. They got 30 to 40 seats available.
What's the name of that chapter?
Twin Lakes.
And how can you find them?
Donald Montgomery is the chairperson. His phone number is 870-405-9148.
How many RMEF chapters do we have in Arkansas?
Right now we got 6.
That's a lot. When you think about us not being traditional elk country, that's a lot of support.
Right. It is. We got Springdale. We got Fort Smith, Mountain Home, Little Rock, Malvern, and we started one in Jasper last year.
So obviously you have memberships, and people how do they get those?
They can go on the website, rmef.org, and sign up that way.
How much is a membership?
It's $45, I think, you get a magazine, every quarterly magazine called The Bugle.
It's a really nice magazine, too. It's the photography is great. The writing is very, very good. It's an award-winning magazine. It's worth having.
Have you written for them yet?
I have not. I have actually. Well, I'm not going to go there. I've applied for jobs with them. I've not ever been hired there, but it's a really cool magazine.
They're missing out if they don't have EB.
Well, that's all right. It's but we have a lot of we just have a lot of support for elk. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think people just like to give back. Elk hunters are a different breed, and when you come to the banquets, you can see the camaraderie. It's kind of a family atmosphere. We always have kids at our banquets. We called all the kids up front.
Yep.
Everybody left with a gift, and it's just for me in particular, I mean, you can't go elk hunting. I can't go elk hunting every year, but it's my way to give back, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. We have people that go to every banquet in Arkansas that banquet hop, and tremendous support.
What do you? We're kind of getting off the rail here a little bit, but what does an elk hunt generally cost if you want to go to Colorado or any place out west?
Well, it's the licenses have gotten quite expensive, and I can't tell you. I don't know what they are now, but if you want to do a do-it-yourself hunt, you're probably in the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 range, and if you're going to go with an outfitter, you're going to be bumping $10,000 probably.
Mm-hmm. And it's it's worth it. They take care of a lot of the work for you. They've got the pack strings and all that. If you're trying to hoof it yourself, you're in for a job.
Yeah, my DIY days are over for elk hunting.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So when does the Game and Fish put that out there where you in the draw where you can maybe get an elk hunt?
I think that's already happened, hasn't it?
It has this year, but I think it's this year. It's at the end of June, and I think last year about 7,000 people put in for the tag. But if you go in person, and last year there was around 700 people up there, they give away 3 tags, but you have to be present to win. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty good odds. I mean,
pretty good odds. They put they put you in a squirrel cage and do that, and 3 tags over the course of the festival, so you got to be there the whole time. So that's a lot of funnel cakes and a lot of caramel corn and whatever else.
And we actually had one of our members win a tag last year. He killed a bull elk up in Gene Rush. I think it was a 12-year-old bull.
Wow.
He was on the decline, but pretty nice.
That would still be, just to get one here because it's such a rare thing. I've been putting in for Oklahoma since 1998, and they finally installed a point system up there because their drawing was a lot like ours, except they issued more tags. But I've not ever drawn one, and you just kind of wonder if that time is ever going to come.
Oh, we have something in common.
Yeah.
If he killed an elk, I'd never hear the end of it.
No, you would not.
I really appreciate you having me on.
Scott Burgess, appreciate it very much. Special thanks to Austin Kennedy of Bush Mountain Guide Service, Tailwater Walleye Fishing on Beaver Lake. You folks have a great week, and remember Dave McStolas, bad weather Wednesday and later in the week. Be safe out there.